My name is Robert Tyler. I've been skiing for 67 years. Skiing, it's interesting being a ski instructor and liking to analyze skiing. I've watched older movies like from the 30s and 40s, and sometimes it's surprising. I mean, they did some strange things because of the nature of the skis back then, but they still had the play in the leg and the balance that was important to the edge. What really has changed is the ski equipment and the skis, and the performance of the skis has allowed skiers to turn quicker and carve better. I'm not so much hooked on the speed that a lot of people like. There's the female World Cup champion recently, Mikaela Shiffrin, said, "I just love the feeling of the edge of the ski gliding on the snow." And I'd have to say that's the same for me, the edge and the arc of the turn. Well, my first day at Copper Mountain, actually, if I progressed to where I had actually become a ski instructor, and so I was a ski instructor in 1972, and our ski school director had left Hidden Valley and came over and was the first, his name's Butch Graves, was the first director of skiing at Copper Mountain, so we came over to ski with Butch. And it was different then, of course, than it is now, where the parking lot that we pulled into and just walked over to the lifts and went up now is all condos and Center Village and all of that. But back in 1972, it was pretty simple. You just pulled into the parking lot and walked over to the lift and got on. Well, my children were born when the mother and I were involved in teaching skiing, and so we had our daughter, firstborn, out at skis at 18 months, and have pictures of her, and she spent a lot of times between my legs skiing all over the mountain. I thought, well, that was a little young, so then my son came 3 years later, and I thought, well, we'll wait a little while for him. So I had my daughter at that time still between my knees skiing around the mountain, and then my son Alex was in the backpack. So I skied for a while that way, and then Andrea finally got good enough, my daughter got good enough, she could kind of go on her own, and so then Alex came out of the backpack and went between my knees. So I actually spent 7 years with the child at some point between my knees skiing, and then they're both phenomenal skiers today, so it was time well spent. And now I have a granddaughter, and so we carried on the tradition. So my granddaughter at 18 months then got out, and so we have her skiing at 18 months, and she now follows me down the mountain at 7 years old and can mimic my turns really well. So, and at my age at 72, there's not many things that grandpa can do with granddaughter and daughter and son and still go out and have fun.